Grapevine.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, great to have you with us. How's things going?
Things are going pretty good. Thank
Mm,
you for having me.
mm,
Had a good birthday.
mm.
Yes, I'm
Where's our
happy.
cake? Where's our cake? Uzi?
You know what? We're gonna handle that after
On
this.
the way coming.
Yeah, because you know I'm not gonna be letting you eat cake in the morning.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow, he brought
a
his workout self
salad
here.
cake.
Wow, okay, no problem. Joining us as well in the studio, we have our usual Grapevine analyst here. We have got Chef Jeff in the studio. Good morning, Chef Jeff. How you
Good
doing?
morning, good morning. Not bad, not bad.
Excellent. Your dome is gleaming appropriately. We like it. We like it.
It matches your yellow.
Thank you very much. You don't have to come through representing. We also have James Silas in the studio. Good morning, James.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charm Zone is here. Make sure you follow everyone on Twitter. At Chef Jeff, at Charm Zone, and of course we're gonna tweet everything out to you. Now we're also streaming live on YouTube, so if you go over there right now, you'll be able to see our lovely, colorful faces in the studio. Just go over to youtube.com/smooth9981 FM Lagos. And now we're jumping into the moment that we've all been waiting for time. Now Uzi dropped this song a little while ago, and the video is out for it as well. I'll be honest, I was stalking his Instagram a little bit when I saw the a dance that some of the dancers did for this song, and it just stuck in my brain. Added it straight away to my workout list. But I don't know how you feel about it, so I'm definitely going to get your feedback in just a second. Lagos, here is Uzi Kwendu with Uzi Lamba. Take it away. Because I couldn't read it.
Uzikwendu, let's go. What thing you go do when I switch flow? Pidgin English, different tempo. My job boy with a pocket full of money. Anybody will go holla, I go set blow. In the back, why you go tata? I try the most of the tata. I don't want to have the graga. Why you want bring me beef? No be sala. Get on the floor, that's my lingo. And if you feeling me, you know I be your ego. They tell me say make a go, make a go slow, make a do it for my people.
Alright, we're going back in, guys. Studio. Let's go. Okay. Now I'm gonna let our analysts jump into this and ask you the questions they need to. James, over to you. What are your thoughts?
I mean, we've talked about this earlier, right? And I think one of the things I thought about it was this is sort of new. And when it comes to the vibe, I mean, Uzi does straight up hip hop. And then, of course, like the title says, Lamba. So it is switching this thing down. So Uzi just have to let me know. I mean, and then, of course, you're a fitness freak. When I saw the memo that Uzi is coming in, I said, let me check.
Right.
Suck your stomach and make sure you look, do some push-up before you show up.
Look swole.
Yeah, so tell us, just pretty much let us know how,
Why did you decide to go down the Lamba direction?
Okay. First of all, do you like the song?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we
Yes,
like
yeah, that makes me happy. Yes. This is Uzi straight hardcore hip hop. Okay. And I usually tell people music is universal. Okay. I can do anything. I rap, I sing. I actually started off singing when I was younger. So I do everything. But when I first came back to Nigeria, it was all about fast rap and hip hop, and I've been here for 6 years now, and a lot of people have been asking, when are you going to give us something more Nigerian, And
that dreaded phrase.
exactly, something more Nigerian, give us something we can dance to, and I've always said I could do that, but when I am ready for that, you will get one. So one day I was in the studio, walked in the studio, ready to go Uzi beast mode as always. And my producer iRock goes, Uzi, I think today is that day. And I go, what day? He says, you're gonna do something different today. And he plays, he starts playing the beat and putting it together, creating it. And I go, okay, I can do this. I'm dancing, and that's how Lamba was created. Yes, so that's why I decided to do something different. I was waiting for the right time, and that was the right time, and I did it.
You know, this is even a little bit slower than the tempo I think we used to seeing you from. I've been following you for a while as well on the fitness side, and of course, standard.
Guys,
Big
see
gang
them.
fitness fam. We stay together. I shake hands. Igbo bros is in the blood. It goes
you
there.
need to go to YouTube to see this, guys.
But the question that I have is that is this going to be your style going forward, or are you still going to be doing you? Because there's an element of this that is you, and there's also for the market as well. But are you still going to be doing this like one track that's going to be for the requested crowd, and everything else is you, or this is the direction you're going and going forward?
That's a very, very good question. A lot of people have said, "Oh my gosh, Uzi, why haven't you been doing this since? Oh, you need to give us more." And it's kind of hurting my feelings,
Yeah, it should. It should.
Yeah,
it should.
Because now everyone is like, "Oh, so you can do this? Give us more." And my response to that is, for me, I just want to be free.
Yeah.
I want to be able to express myself, the way it comes out. So for me, I have enough songs for 2 albums right now.
Yeah. The problem is that a lot of artists are held prisoner by I'm not going to generalize, but the Nigerian crowd, basically, so to speak.
Expectations.
That, you must follow this formula,
Yeah.
stick to this standard here. Create your own identity, keep up with that.
Exactly. And for me, as you can see, there is no formula for me. I've been doing what I love doing. I switched it up once. However I feel when I go to the studio is what comes out, and that's it for me. If I go to the studio, my producer gives me another beat like this and it speaks to me, I'll speak back.
Okay.
So when are we going to see a body of work that you're going to put out there? And are we going to see the regular hip hop, tongue twisting, that we're known for? That
The
you're
look,
known
the
for?
look on your face is you're like, there's something in the horse. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a couple of tracks that will cause some trouble. And it has nothing to do with dance or Lamba. I've been holding on to them for a while now. So the thing is, I really wanted to release a couple of them before this, but I decided to just get this out there, and it's doing well.
I'm going to ask you, when you say cause some trouble, are you going to be revealing things? Is this truth speaking that's coming out? Is that what's happening? Because the look on your face,
Oh, no.
the look on your face, I was like, are we whistleblowing? Tell me, I need to know.
Politics.
Oh no, not like that. It's just going. It's going to have other musicians.
Okay.
Go,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Okay, like, is he really saying that?
Okay.
I'm not gonna be whistleblowing. Yeah. But a lot of people are going to have to step up after that.
I like
Yeah,
that. I like where music is going right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Uzi's still in the studio with us, but we still have a brand new music coming your way. This one is in from Yela. This song is called Shoop, or Silly Song. Now, he is an artist, or a relatively new Nigerian artist, and we do have one of his songs previously on here, and I absolutely loved it. We're going to play this one for you and get a feel for what you think. Don't forget to send us a message. Just tweet at us, okay? Use the hashtag Grapevine981. It's probably the most effective way to communicate with us in the studio, or you can send us WhatsApp messages as well.
Okay, that's 0809-444-0981.
Keep listening. It's the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1.
Yeah, I have not heard this one. Couldn't find it.
What's the song?
I've not heard this one. I couldn't find it. So don't ask me.
Yeah, you couldn't find it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked for it. I came in this morning to listen.
Who's this? Yela?
Yela.
Yela. Okay.
All right. We're going back in studio. Shoopy. That's what they're singing walking down the street. Very interesting. The artist's name is Yela. The song is called Shoop. And it is an Afro R&B fusion type of song. And that's meant to be sugar sweet, actually, and describes a feeling of falling in love. So I'm going to go straight to our guys in the studio. James, I want to know, what do you think about this one?
I mean, sometimes when it comes to Yela, I think is this one very, very talented. I don't want to say on the ground, but very talented guy, This Shoop, sweet music. I don't know. You know when you say something is sweet, you just listen. You want to just keep listening to it. You know, you don't even know when it stops. You put it on repeat and keep listening to it. My the challenge when it comes to guys like this is that a lot of times they don't have the funding for it. You know, when it comes to promotion, distribution of the music.
Okay.
You know, and then if the pressure comes too hard, you know, at the end of the day, you just stop hearing from them. That's usually my problem when it comes to guys like this. I really hope that somebody out there can sort of push up, help his career. But he's a very talented guy, and I think anytime, any day, I want to listen to Yela.
All right, very interesting. You guys are just hearing it. I mean, what do you think, Chef Jeff?
There's no auto tune, or it's like minimalized.
He sings very well.
Someone singing with his real voice. That's what I like to hear. Actually shows the talent, and there's no 2 octaves lower at the live performance. Thank you very much, Yela.
Uzi, I know you're just hearing the song. Any first thoughts? We heard it.
It's very smooth.
I like
that, right? You
Yeah,
like that?
perfect.
They like hearing that.
Yeah,
They like
I'm going to
hearing
keep you here. All right, Lagos, let's take a very quick break. Coming up next, we are going to delve straight into entertainment stories. It's the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1.
Love life, smooth, smooth, smooth.
Yela. When I first heard the intro, and the thing is why this is, I'm going to just say it out here. Mac, Apple, sort out your bloody speakers. They're horrid. Horrid speakers on the Mac. Like horrid. And if for some reason you don't have your headphones nearby or whatever it is, like it just distorts the way something sounds. So as soon as I played it, there was no bass to all I was like, get that
Are you
now.
sure it's Apple and them people?
Apple
Laptop,
laptop speakers are horrid.
I want to say Dell, but then I've had mine for like a decade or so, it would not be fair judgment.
I use Dell as well. Alienware was,
I'm just like, I always have to either attach speakers or just like have headphones on. Otherwise, like it affects completely my feelings about whatever I'm listening to at that point, which is deep. But yeah, no, but nice, good stuff by Yela. I mean, he does try really hard, and he's very consistent with trying to get stuff like my attention, like just sending, because sometimes you forget when people send you stuff.
Yeah,
And you're like,
of course.
so, but also that consistency of like, okay, I know you may have forgotten, so here, I sent you another email, the same song attached. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So that's kind of dope. And then we move on. Bovi, 24 years ago. So rock alert.
Welcome to Johannesburg. Welcome to Welcome to Nelson Mandela Culture Site. Welcome to the Cape Town Jazz Festival. Welcome to East London. Welcome to God's Window. With 54 million welcoming South Africans, all eager to make your holiday that much more inviting. Allow us to indulge you in our favorite sights and sounds.
AKA my favorite complainer.
That guy is just a
Just
clown.
enjoys complaining.
He's just
All right,
a clown.
we're back in studio. Mics are up. Yes, indeed. Welcome back. You are listening to The Grapevine on Smooth Breakfast. It's with Kayode Baker and myself, Folu. In the studio with us, we have a very special guest. His name is Uzi Kwendu, and Uzi has the Uzi Lamba song, which is out right now. So make sure you go check out the video. Make sure you go check out Lingo. Sorry, I'm ready. Shocky. We're in it. We're in it. It's a full dance vibe. So Uzi's here with us, joining us on the Grapevine, and we also took a quick look at a new song by Yela, which is called Shoop, or the Silly Song, and you should also check that one out. But now let's get into our entertainment stories. Let's talk about Bovi. So Bovi, who is a comedian that I think a lot of people do like, I think a lot of us respect his craft, went online to call out a thief, someone who stole something from him 24 years ago. Yeah,
Wow.
24 years ago.
That's a long time.
And he said, to my hostel mate that stole my provision and boarding house when I was in SS1, it's been 24 years now. I still haven't forgotten my pack of St. Louis sugar and 1 new can of milk. I saved those 2 through hunger pangs and days and weeks of months of starvation. I wanted to enjoy my last week in school, and you robbed me of those rare pleasures. Know that I woke up today and I remembered you, and I took off my clothes to commit that crime that you did me in the hands of the spiritual. So I pray that you will see milk and sugar in abundance, but you will not be able to drink it. I mean,
words to nobody, man. Trust me. Man. I mean, sometimes some of us have gone through those things, and you don't even the culprit does not even remember. Like, we see we're all sitting there, we're reading the story. Like, hey, yeah, who did this thing to Bovi?
The culprit
And the
is
culprit is also reading
it
it.
as
Yeah,
well.
so
Like,
nobody even. But I'm sure it's just one of those Bovi jokes anyway. Nothing serious.
Yeah, it's a pretty good joke.
Let me tell you something. I went to Adesi and Okimbo was our banking deal with anything you wanted to do. Okim biscuit hot in the wrapper. Mukta, you know I told you like how many years ago that you are still owing me 3 packets.
Wow.
Okay.
Naming names out here. This is anybody do you strong thing in secondary school?
Oh man, a whole lot worse than this. But at the same time, he's a comedian, so yeah, he's being funny.
Yeah.
I hope he's being funny, because
It's a true story.
I guarantee you, the person that did it, like you said, doesn't even
Remember?
I remember.
He probably did it to so many people.
Yeah.
It was just a standard. You just used to go around just checking. See, I found something today.
In
Nice.
school, you could wake up, you could go to bed on your bed and wake up without your bed.
Yeah.
They could steal your bed. They could steal anything.
You
so-
sleep with your bucket of water under your bed,
See?
and it will still be empty in the morning.
Hey,
Wow. You people need to
I
tell me
just
what
remembered
schools you went
something
to.
really.
What's this?
You see, my first day in secondary school, those seniors to like go under this desk just for nothing. And then I went to like SS1, and I thought, it's my turn to deal with somebody. And I picked on somebody, and I said, okay, I'm going to give you, maybe it was 5 naira at the time. I'll give you this 5 naira. You go and buy me. And I counted a lot of stuff. And you just go and buy that from stories you've heard. Maybe I need to put out something that the guy did not return with that money.
So it backfired on you.
It did.
Wow.
It didn't
Sorry,
return my
no.
money. And I was
Sorry.
serious.
Sorry, don't be angry. It will all be well. It will all be well. Tweets are coming in already. We got this one in from Caleb, aka Radio Sketch. He says, Uzi wanting to shake the table. Please shake it. After you are done, don't forget to defect. I think that's why in this season of jumping carpets, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's move on though. We've got more stories coming your way. Wizkid is a new ambassador. All right, I don't know if you guys saw this one. He's now a Sirag boy. I don't know if
Me too. I'm not sure.
I think it's a big brand for him. I think it's a bigger step because now he's tweeting, he's doing more stuff, and
is he going to? He has tweeted. In fact, he did not tweet. The brand tweeted.
yeah,
Has Wizkid himself tweeted?
don't do, just do. You understand? But I think it's great for him. I think, it just inspires other artists to do better.
Okay, here's a question I have, and I'm glad we have Uzi in the studio. Now, talking about inspiring artists to do better, do brand endorsements actually inspire you to do better? Because some people would argue that they actually confuse the music, they cause issues because it's not fans, it's not concerts, it's big money just saying, we're just gonna throw this at you, and then suddenly it appears as though your music is actually something that people want to listen to, and they now have no choice to listen to it because there's so much money that's been put there. Do you think brand endorsements affect artists in that sense?
I just think it's business. They're just business, straight up business. You make more money, and for the artist, it's a better look that they're getting out there, and other brands are acknowledging them for what they're doing. Well, that's about it.
Okay, fair enough. As a businessman, I understand you. No, I get you. I was like, it's money. It's all good. It's all good. Speaking of artists, though, let's talk about AKA, who's been calling out his followers on Twitter. It's been long since we spoke about AKA on this show. Every time we speak about him, there seems to be some sort of controversy. So he's not letting us down in this particular situation. Kiernan, which is his real name, and is one of the leading names in South African hip hop, and to be honest, African hip hop, but he's very well known for his frequent outbursts. He tweeted on his official account saying that accusing the fans of not buying his music. And of course, a lot of people were quick to respond. Somebody just said, unemployment is real, fam. We use our last cents to support y'all so that celebrities can now brag about how much money they have and how we have nothing. But y'all are quick to forget that. You would be nothing without your poor fans. So that is why people support piracy so much. Somebody else tweeted saying they flex their cars and watches on us every chance they get. Somebody said Drake has 36.5 million, but he doesn't sell that much calm down, you light skin. Hey, how's the now shots? Mr. Team light skin in the studio. What are your thoughts? Chef Jeff.
AKA needs to go and sit down somewhere. I mean, the two recently said he was leaving Instagram. Well, that's one thing. You want to leave Twitter too. In this case, you might as well just go ahead and just do that. Also, you have to remember when you are a celebrity of that caliber, like there are bots in the system. So don't go start throwing in. I have 3.7 million people following me and nobody's buying my albums. The truth of the matter is you have to do the marketing and people will buy if they respect what you're doing. Or how about if maybe they're not buying because your stuff is whack? You ever think about that part there?
My chest.
You know,
Why you gonna say that?
just tossing that one out there, you know. So if you're getting a good material, then they're gonna go buy it. If you promote the right way, they're gonna go buy it. Don't start insulting your fans for goodness sake, because they're the ones who are there. If they didn't buy this one, you want them to buy the next one at the end of the day. So you have to be careful of what you say. Watch it.
And some people would say if they didn't download it and if they didn't hype it, like people wouldn't even hear
No,
the
but
song.
apart from that, I mean, you have followers. A lot of people are following for various reasons. I mean, we know for AKA, I've said it on the show before that you just want drama queen, you know. So for the music, some people just like you for the music. I like AKA's music. I mean, I listen to him. I'm a fan. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that everybody, when you look at your numbers and you see 3 million followers and you just think that you have 3 million fans. It doesn't amount to that. I mean, we have an artist in the studio. Uzi, do you, when you look at your numbers and check the numbers you're getting for downloads or, you know, record sales, does that bother you at any point? Like, why are my followers, why are these people not buying?
No, worst case scenario, I just know I need to work harder.
Plus, I think the controversy sells because now that he's stirred up this controversy, you want to probably listen to what he's talking about. You want to probably buy the record. And then you can now talk about it if it's bad. I would come for him on Twitter if I buy the record and it's bad.
But it could backfire because if it's nonsense, there's more people who will listen now and tell you that you've actually done stuff that is whack.
But then
So you
also
have to
say,
watch it.
No PR is bad PR.
Yeah, but the thing is, again, like we've all said here, the people following you is not necessarily that they are following your dreams or whatnot. It's that, I mean, I follow Trump. And I'm as anti-Trump as I can be. All right.
Not everyone following you is here to support you guys. Sometimes we're just here to just eat popcorn and watch the downfall.
Yeah, and drink tea.
We've got messages coming through. Doe Allison real quick says, Uzi's in the studio. I love any track that Uzi comes out with. Always enjoyable, danceable, and groovable. Listen, I tell you guys, I still jam to Stamina till date. It's one of my workout jams. And I love this Lamba track too. I'm so sure. Shouts to Uzi, he says.
Thank
And we've got this next one in as well from Aki Adesoji.
He says, hi guys, I'm feeling the Lamba. He's been speed rapping for over 2 decades since secondary school days in KC. Do you know, bro? Nigeria and the world will be all right.
Hey, do
Nice
you,
one.
do you. So, Casey, that's why you suffer worst. I now understand. I'm messing with you guys. It's okay, Casey boys, please. Don't people should come for me today. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. And we got Otudero Oluwafemi. He says, I'm at work now, chilling with you guys. Cool stuff right here. Says Femi, thank you very much. Don't let them catch you at your desk, Sha, as you are chilling there. Speaking of catching people working, there was news earlier this week of Kunle Afolayan's 8-year-old son interning at a mechanic's workplace. Different people had different reactions to that. So Kunle's come back out to talk about why exactly this has happened. Now, he shared a caption with the video saying, keep them busy so that they can be useful to themselves and society at large. So is his son, Dari Mishire, doing holiday internship as a mechanic, which is pretty cool. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Some people are a little bit offended by it. They're like, no, your son is just 8. You should not be making him work. How can he work as a mechanic? Oh my God, do better.
I mean, it's cool, but for me, a lot of these things are just for the gram, you know.
Do you think so?
I don't
Oh yeah, I mean the guy can
No,
go for one of those
no.
internships.
Okay.
He can go for any of those things. You don't really need to come out to tell us or explain to us why he has to. Why you have. I mean, putting out in public. That's why then everybody wants to talk, and then they want to have a need to start explaining yourself. I think it's for the ground.
Jeff,
He's 8
Jeff is
years old.
shaking his
For real.
head over there.
That's what I think.
I'm gonna disagree. I think he's being real with himself and his child. He wants his child to have a future where he has applicable skills and not have everything handed down to him. And if you put that in the public eye, you're showing that, hey, yeah, I might have all this money that I can have maybe 1,000 mechanics at my beck and call, but my kid's gonna learn these skills. So if his car breaks down 20 or something years down the line, he knows what to do because he has these skills on point.
True story.
Okay.
True story. And at 8, I think it's the right move, but I think the age is not the right time. Plus, you can put this on the gram. It's good.
Should I tell you I disagree? And I
Yeah.
don't think it's for the gram. If my grandmother, rest her soul, had Instagram at the time when we were kids, she would have put Instagram pictures of us learning how to sew, learning how to cook. Because my grandmother had the same work ethic. And about a woman through and through. She's like, listen, be useful. There's no such thing as being too young to do. You want to hear what? I know about how many plants, farming, because my grandmother put me to work from the minute I could walk. That's why my work ethic stays so late. Guys, we have to take a break. We'll be back in just a bit. We are still talking on the grapevine. Yes, Uzi is in the studio. A lot of people sending in messages. Pearl sent a message to say, listen, I just woke up, so maybe I missed something. But the Uzi guy in the studio sounds like the guy on the TV show Forbidden. If that isn't him, then this is just totally surreal. What were you dreaming of, Pearl?
Well, that is me.
Oh, look at that. We'll be back in just a bit. No, that's why I don't think it's for the gram, because I believe that's Kunle's.
No, but if you know
life.
Kunle's, if you check
but he likes
Kunle's, you know what he
filmmakers.
does sometimes, and then calls up other people and say, "Oh, how do you make it?" So that's why I just feel like he just likes to get attention.
He's just
sometimes.
like that, but he just wants to
but
show
he's
you that
saying
this
because
what you can do. This I should raise your child. So he's
Yeah,
trying to force
yeah.
the way he does things on other people. That I
Yeah.
will say yes. And it's not by force. Not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody wants to send their child. I don't think I'm going to send my child to a mechanic space. But
eight,
the
I don't
mechanic
think
is
so.
around the corner from
you
my
know how
house.
many times-
Actually, I'll be like, what are you doing today? Switch off that game.
I mean, you know how many times, even from when I started driving, that I would call my driver because my car had broken down, and at the end of the day, all that was needed was a stone to hit the battery. That was it. So today, something happened with my car, and I called my driver because I'm like, I don't know the parts of this thing right now. Does it need water or oil? Okay, fine, we've done that, but what else is next? That's it.
Like after secondary school, I can have my child go do mechanic and stuff.
what I said.
But that's
You know, if you
Let
start
me
young,
tell
if
you,
you
it's
start
fine.
young,
Like
things
what I said
get
earlier,
younger.
Joke us in
You're
bed.
creating a
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah, but don't you remember
This is
how
how
much
you do
remember?
this shit. Because I do it till now. That's how I'm telling you.
You don't know
Like,
how
I
much you're
hated
sowing
it.
into
I
someone's
hated
future
it
from a
as a
young
child.
age as they grow into
Yeah,
ideas.
Uzi.
Start them young. That's what I.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
why? I was going through my old report cards, right, as a child, and everything fitness was already there.
oh for real.
It said very physical, extremely smart, fast, very active every time, you know. And I'm like, oh, that's why I'm like this today. But I started young, and they never stopped.
Yeah.
They, my
Yeah.
parents gave me soccer boots, track, everything that I need.
We're back in 10 seconds, guys.
Oh yeah, put me karate, taekwondo, everything. So take it, take everything. You know?
That's cool.
Mike's up. Start him young. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yes, it does, especially when we talk entertainment inside the grapevine. Kayode Baker and myself, Folu, we are holding it down for Smooth Breakfast right about now. And in the studio, we have our guest, Uzi. Yes, Uzi is here. Uzi is also an actor. He's also in Forbidden. I actually didn't even realize that. So, Pearl, I'm sorry that I called you out. I'm sure Pearl's just like, Folu, look at you. Look at you. So many more messages are flooding in. So let's see if we can take a few more from WhatsApp. Just to say what's up, there's a lot coming through here. Okay, says, Kunle Afolayan is not a problem how he decides to train up his own child, but why is it on social media? All these celebrities need to start learning how to keep certain parts of their lives private. Everyone doesn't need to know about it, says Oge. Very true. Big E from K2 says, Folu, like I said, oh no, we're not talking about politics right now. Come on, sort this out. This one is up on WhatsApp. MI from Akoka says, Uzi Lamba, Tiwa online. Oh, wow. Ooh. Any forthcoming projects that we should be keeping tabs on, like a full album or EP?
I don't know.
Okay, but he carries on saying that, listen, going on to talk about this concept of Godfather in Nigerian politics is actually stolen from Body School. That year, you had school father who fought to ensure that your stuff was not misappropriated, as long as you gave him something light. But on Wizkid, though, we have a love-hate relationship. That brand is after his numbers on social media. Phew. That's true. That may be true. Very well be so. But let's move on. We've got more. So Disney are beginning development of an African princess fairy tale movie, Sade. Guys, did you ever think it in your life you would hear this? I'll give you the details now. Disney is developing a brand new fairy tale film, Sade, which will center on an African princess. And according to certain reports, the screenplay will focus on a young African girl named Sade, whose kingdom becomes threatened by a mysterious evil force. And she must accept her newly discovered magical powers to protect her people. And she does this with the help of the kingdom's prince. And the script for the film will be co-written by Olashokumbi and Lindsay Reed Palmer, who originally pitched the idea to Disney. And the studio also confirmed that producer and executive producer for Sade will be Rick Famuyiwa, director of Dope, as well as Scott Falconer. Director is yet to be named, though. Your thoughts, guys? Disney doing Sade.
So, yeah.
Congratulations, Wakanda continues.
I mean,
I'll say it like this: being African is the new cool. Yeah. Before, totally different story. Now everyone wants a piece. Everyone wants a piece of anything African.
and can I just say, I think we are the new cool in theory, because the practice on the ground in a lot of these places, and I will call out the United States, is very different.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a Wakanda thing, but then people are still having really rude and quite, as far as I'm concerned, offensive skits mocking African cultures.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's horrible. I'm like, Wakanda is fake. That's not real.
Yeah.
African countries are real. There
Yeah.
are people in your audience when you have some of these skits, when you're making some of these jokes, when African artists get up on stage internationally to perform, and you guys are like, oh, whatever was. I'm like, my friend, if you Wakanda one more time in front of me, it's like, yo, chop though. Let me just tell you.
I mean, that's why I like that there's at least like 2 Nigerian names that are listed in this project, because I think that way they might be able to keep things on track in an almost African way. I use almost African because there's so many differences in Africa as well. There's no one generic way about everything. What happened in Tunisia and what happens in Nigeria, different concepts. But I think that they will be able to keep things away from, a few racial elements and a few.
That there's going to be some music in between, and if we've seen, cartoons like, animations like Moana and the likes. So
Big shout
I
out to
wanna
Moana.
see
It's a fantastic
how-
movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to see if they're going to use maybe some Yoruba or maybe whatever it is that's African.
But
the
they
music
must.
is very, very important.
If you can use Whiskey for opening of Is it not Pacific? Which film was it? You must. How dare you? How dare you not? But very, very good thoughts there. More messages are coming in.
Yeah, this one here says, "Hey guys, it's EMC. So the people's negative reactions to Kunle Afolayan's thing was actually quite ridiculous. It's wonderful that he's engaging his child so early. Besides, some mechanics make way more than the people tying tie and suit coat up and down. The world has gone beyond books, and or there's too many of us that's raised in a different way, and we become useless once they don't have white-collar jobs."
Agreed.
Can I state something here? Just think about all those people at Sakatubu fixing mobile phones. Do you know how much money they are rolling in?
My brother allowed it.
Do you know how
How much is his
much?
shop there?
What? Not even the shop, the one that's in the bank.
Loud it. We've got this message up on our YouTube live stream. Nebianet Usaini. I'm so sorry if I destroyed your name, my darling. I'm doing my best here. But says, I think it's amazing that his kid is doing an internship. Do you know how rare it is for affluent Nigerians' children to have those kind of skills? And I'm talking carpentering, sewing, basic plumbing, etc. And I think it's very important because we do have that mindset where we think a white-collar job is what we must have. Whereas when we travel and go to these other places, I mean, do you know how much your plumber in the UK is paid? That's big money. Like your plumber owns you. Let me just be honest with you. So if you think that, look at all the cars we have on the roads in Nigeria. If you teach your children, learn these vocational skills, you could end up running the biggest workshop in this state alone. Do you know how much money you would make? Come on now, let's stop being arrogant about this. But speaking of arrogance, Rihanna's eyebrows were looking arrogant on the cover of British Vogue recently. So for all the fashion heads out there, and this is going to be the story that we sort of wrap up with today, a 90s eyebrowed Rihanna. And if you're wondering about the eyebrow, remember Eukarya and Nobi, those eyebrows from Nigerian film. Single pencil. That's what we have up here. And of course, it was by Edward Enninful, who, and it's his first September issue as editor-in-chief of British Vogue. It's a big deal because it's a black man being the editor-in-chief. A lot of people were posting about it on social media. A lot of people, and even when people were posting saying, "Oh, Eukarya did this first," again in the States, somebody got very upset. It's like, "What do you mean? I'm Jamaican. Back in the day, I used to see people in calm down." I mean, but what do you guys think about this in general?
I mean,
As all the men look confused.
my wife is in makeup, but I don't know because you know how pop culture is.
No, I
One
cannot
person
try it. It's only for magazine.
Folu, yours almost looks like.
Oh no! Whoa, no!
I don't really know.
No!
No
I
way.
don't-
No!
YouTube.
No! It does
Let
not.
me give you
You're going to be blocked from Grapevine.
I'm sorry.
No.
What on that?
This the general consensus does not agree with that statement. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these particular style of things. I'm like, I don't get it, ladies. Why shave off your natural eyebrows and then now like let me just do something with a pencil mark here?
Something
I
new.
mean, like, what's natural? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just from a guy. Let me just say that to you guys now. But in general, I don't think that this is particularly an achievement with Rihanna being the first black woman. It doesn't mean anything to me because it could have been a Beyonce, that could have been called, or anybody else. It would have made who had worked her way up or something like that has now been selected, and then I can say it's a black achievement because this is someone that's been in the industry. Once you're a celebrity, things get thrown your way. So this was bound to happen to anybody at the end of the day.
Okay, this throwing that one. We're out of time.
What? Please.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the reasons why I've never considered trying to be a makeup artist because of eyebrow can be difficult to shape and everything. But this one, catch you soon.
Let me say something real quick. Now, this is what we used to make fun of. So I don't know why it's so normal right now, but if you go on things like like social media, back in the days, they make memes of these.
Yeah.
Like, look at her face, and now they're it's
Because
the new cool.
exactly.
On that note, we're
It's
done with the
Rihanna.
Grapevine for this morning. Uzi, do you want to plug out? Let the good people know how they can find you, how they can get your music, and what you're up to coming up next.
Okay. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything at Uzi Kwendu. UziKwendu. Thank you for all the love. Uzi Lamba is out. You guys go check it out. Thank you for having me here today.
Fantastic stuff. Guys.
James Silas, Damn Zone. Catch you next week. Peace.
On Twitter and Instagram at ChefJeff3000 or in the gym with Uzi or something. It's open mic Poker Breeze, so come say that might be
Hey, very nice one. And guys, last but not least, as well as finding me on the airwaves, you can also watch me on the big screen, okay? The film that I'm in is out. Do go check it out. We're talking Lara and the Beat. But coming up next in the 9 o'clock hour, time for you, Lagos, and ourselves to talk. We're going to talk about Lagos State tackling sexual harassment in the workplace. It's a doozy. Excellent stuff, guys. Thank you.
Yes, it was fun.
Let's snap a photo, please, before we move.